Hey y'all, it's CherokeeStarfish, and welcome back to Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura, where, when last we left off, this fellow was really getting his steps in. He's mad about something. It might be that we came up out of the sewers and killed everyone that he knows, but it's fine. It's fine. You know, they're like violent ruffians or something, so no harm, no foul? Question mark? Anyway, I think we ended the last stream by talking about how we are mostly done here in Toronto, and it is time for us to progress the plot just a little bit. So, we're going to leave Toronto, and we have a bunch of other quests to pursue that are still open. Not that one, though. Not that one. Not this one. Here we go. We're still looking for what happened to the Black Mountain Clan, exactly where they wound up. We do have to find the Iron Clan burial ground, looking for that. We'll have to do this once we get back to the Glimmering Forest. We've got to find a Volar's Wisp. And we're looking for the Lost Hunters. I think I found a way around this. I kind of got hung up on Wrath's Murder Mystery Mayhem, and I think the simple solution that I missed was I just was not thinking about this. At night, people do different stuff. I'm pretty sure that if we just wait until nightfall, Ivory will go somewhere else and like go to sleep, and then we can get that poison out of the vase, which is what we need to talk to her. So, got to find the Village of the Dark Elves. Right, we got to find Mingarad, that's main story quest. We have to obtain a copy of Horror Among the Dark Elves. Find Victor Misk, that's the guy who supposedly has this book. He's going to have another important book for us as well. We're probably not going to steal the Elven Funerary Stone, I think. And we're looking for Arthur Tyron. We know that he was in Blackroot. We found his note that says the crow is in danger. We don't know exactly what that means, but we know he's not there anymore. So Sir Matt de Cesar has charged us with locating Arthur Tyron because it will be too dangerous for him to find him on his own. So now the good doctor is a spy and a sleuth involved in this this ghastly conspiracy. As you do. As you do. Exactly. Yes. If all else fails, wait until nightfall or set something on fire. It's always a great distraction. So we're going to begin possibly by setting a few fires. Let's see. How can we get out this way? We can go through here. I think maybe this dog is going to be mad at us. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Yeah, it was not a big deal. It's very funny that our support build has turned into the Flying Guillotine, literally, but here, there we go. Virgil, no. Virgil, no. Virgil, no. Virgil, no. Virgil, no. Virgil, honey. Thank you. Listen, your intelligence is higher than your willpower. You need to know that our tech affinity is way too high for your magic to work. I'm so sorry. It just is what it is. Well, that's alright. We're starting to run low on healing salve. We need to make some more, but I'm not too worried about it because we also have some wonder drugs and cure-alls. Hello. Stop dodging. It's extremely rude. Thank you. There we go. Can we go through that door? Probably have to go through this one. That's okay. Here, let's just... which one of you is higher level? You're both level 30. Oh, there's something. I'm warning you to stop. And look, it actually reset their hatred to 0. It was below that. It was lower. go. Let's go this way. We're a dodge master. You can't get us. Ooh. He went for it, though. Come on. Who's y'all good? Damn, somebody's really thinking about it. Virgil, is that you? Is it Sog? I can see our doggo. Can we... Y'all, we cannot be doing this. Sometimes the pathfinding gets hung up. It's okay. That's alright. This is why we quick save. Yeah, honestly. Bless his heart, it probably is Magnus. Do we still? There we go. Okay, it's like we didn't have sound for a second. Or at least her weapon wasn't making any noise. Here, I want to... There we go. Hello. Can we... There. It's very funny. Like, we come up and their reaction is like negative 150. Oop. That didn't go as well as last time. We have no armor. We have so much DPS and no armor. We are a real glass cannon. Is the good doctor. Let's see if it happens again. Come on, we're dodge master. Virgil, no. Hun. Hun. Virgil, I'm begging you. Okay. Just block the door with your useless healing, I guess. That's fine. Anytime's good. Literally going to knock himself unconscious trying to heal it here. There. I'm just gonna... There. It's so fine. Now, what were we doing? I can't go out the window. There we go. And they are very dodgy. Okay, well here, let me do that. Yes, please hit someone else because his magic will work on them. Whoa, this guy's determined. He's very dodgy. Was not expecting that. Okay, there we go. Okay. Ah! They all kind of blocked each other in. Oh, it forced me out. That's fine. Here, let's get over this way. Can I still... There we go. Okay, now, come on. This is where they got hung up last time. Pathfinding, everybody. That's alright, we accommodate the game. It's doing its best. We know this. Okay, everybody, you get in the room. Okay, there we go. Now. Can we... Oh good, he's knocked down. That way he'll get in the other one's way. Excellent, now they can hit. Now they're part of the fight. Is Magnus gonna get some? No. That's okay, Virgil got him. Wonderful. Good job, lads. Now get out of my way. We got pocket watch, wine. You got nothing. Nothing I want. Nothing useful to the doctor. Oh, that one's probably got some cash. There we go. I was going to say it's literally not worth the amount of effort it takes to get my cursor over him for the amount of cash he's got because we are filthy rich right now. Although we may need even more money, so we'll see. You already don't like us. We might as well level up is kind of the way I see it right now. Because they're going to hate us anyway. everyone in the gang. Which is, that's fine. They're a vicious gang. It's okay. Hello. Oh my gosh. Rude, honestly. Ooh. We got the warehouse key. Good. Sir, I am managing my inventory. It is extremely rude to bother a lady when she is managing her inventory. I expect better. I'm gonna have to ask you to stop hitting me with an axe. I cannot abide this discourtesy. Absolutely intolerable, and with that, I am leaving. I refuse to stay here and be treated like this. Ooh, case of ale. Oh, right, that's a quest item. Do we have the quest? I don't know if we do. Oh, good, there's Kadura stem. We need that to make healing salves. Virgil, please, for your own sanity, stop. Hello. Greetings, I am happy to meet you. And, who might you be, sir? My name is Lars. What do you want of me? Nothing. Just traveling about. Good day. just hanging out. That was coca leaves. I actually don't need that. I need ginkgo root. Is anything? I guess I could just sleep here. Virgil, you're not helping. There we go. You get everybody out here. Come on, doggo. There we go. I cannot believe there's no button to pet the dog. Are you guys gonna... Oh, they're still neutral. Lol. You don't know what I did to your boss. That's fine, probably. Same thing over here. We have killed everyone these men know, but they just are completely unaware of it. And that's fine. That's fine. The doctor's not in it for fame and glory. Ooh, wait. Shoot. There's... Okay, there's ginkgo root. I'll get it when we go around. We have to go that way to get to the world map. There's some more Kadura stem. Mushrooms. I don't need those. Like today is 420, but does that apply? I don't know. Hello, half-orc thief. What can I do for you? I don't like your attitude. No, actually, what? He was very helpful. Goodbye. He was being very courteous, Doctor. I don't know what your problem is. I think she's just on edge. It's been a rough day. Go down here and get this ginkgo root, and we'll churn out some healing items. Here we go. Okay, healing salve. Good. And there, we can do that. Now, that should give us... Boop. Okay, good. We're making 5 of those now. Need to identify these. There is a wise woman here in town. Should probably do that before we go anywhere else. Well, it's cocaine and tobacco, actually. So yeah, it's coca leaves and tobacco leaves. So it literally is. Oh, right, there's no return service from the boils. We have to go back across the bridge. No big. When I play these older games on a beefy new system, it often, like, the thought enters my head, and I understand how it works, although, like, for the most part, not always. Sometimes I'm not exactly sure why it's doing it. But you'll notice up here, in addition to pausing, you'll get the loading, like the little clock icon. And sometimes I'm like, this game's... it's a very old game. So why is it loading so much? Why is it taking so long to load? It really doesn't make a lot of sense. Because this system can handle anything this old game can dish out. Like, there's no way that this game is overpowering this system, because, you know, I can run any modern game with the full settings all the way up. Like, I just did the new Final Fantasy XIV benchmark for Dawn Trail, and it was like extremely high. So like Arcanum cannot overpower this computer. And that's not a brag, that's just like, why is it loading so much? And I have to remind myself sometimes, like, these old games were not meant to run on this new hardware. And so it's the software of the game itself sometimes has to stop and think about what it's doing, because actually, like, it can be going too fast. Our very first husband play on the channel with Specific Pixel, we played Zork Nemesis. And when I first installed that game and got it to run, I hadn't played it in years, and getting it to run was a challenge. I had to turn the CPU cycles down among many other tweaks to get it working, because the computer I was running it on, even though it wasn't this rig, was so much more powerful than the computer the game was designed for, like 30 years ago, that the game, it was running so fast it was unplayable, and I had to like Alt F4 out of the program because your mouse moved so quickly and the game processed so quickly you couldn't even use the menu to actually shut the program down. And so that's what's happening up here, is like, it's thinking too hard and too fast and doesn't know what to do about it. Which is kind of cool in an interesting way. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, damn them for not thinking ahead about what computers would be like in 2024. Yeah, also, we had a problem with that when we played, it was either the 7th Guest or the 11th Hour. I think it was the 11th Hour, where the final minigame is almost unplayable, like it's almost unbeatable on any difficulty level, because the way that it's done is Henry Stoff thinks a certain number of moves ahead, based on how many CPU cycles you have, and so modern computers are so fast that his AI scales to an unbeatable level, because it's doing trillions of calculations more than it was meant to, because the game was supposed to run on Microsoft DOS. Like, and here you are running it on Windows 11 in 2023 or 24, you know, and I've got like 8 cores and 128 gigabytes of RAM and whatever else. So it's just like Henry Stoff is, suddenly he goes from a joke to a criminal mastermind. He's Brainiac now. He's Vision. Ooh, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, these are all hexed items. That makes sense. Thanks, guys. Oh well. Will you buy any of these? I've actually, see, because Heroes of Might and Magic 3 is one of those timeless games that it remains one of my favorites. I grew up with that game back when it was new, and my parents still play it daily. That is their favorite video game, and they love it. And I've actually never had that problem with it, but I went from running the original version to running like the GOG version, and doing like the Horn of the Abyss fan expansion, and all of that is optimized to run on things, so I've never had to adjust CPU cycles or that kind of thing. It's already kind of done for me. So it's like, you know that you have to do that. They have just already tweaked it if you are running the GOG version or Horn of the Abyss. So buy that 24. Ugh. Well, we don't need that, so we'll just sell it. Blackstone Blade. Okay, so it's decent damage. Chance for flesh to stone and fatigues wielder. Also, it's very slow. Okay, we'll have to find a place to offload that. Let's see, did anybody else pick anything up that we need to identify and sell? That's probably why then, because like I know when you use some of the modern fan mods, They've already sort of fixed that. But if you're just using the original version, then like it makes sense that it would absolutely have that problem because, again, like how dare they not think of people playing 30 years later? Yeah, the GOG version is much more stable. I've had very few issues, and I think over time they have fixed most of those, and any that the GOG team themselves did not fix, I think that the Horn of the Abyss fan team has fixed even more of them in adding the mod.
There's a pacey-faced human harlot thinking she can just waltz right through our section of town without paying the piper. Cough up 25 coins, you boring sod.
Well, perhaps I will simply leave instead.
No, that's not the way this works at all.
Oh. Well, then it's time to amputate. I'm generally not this kind of doctor. But for you, I prescribe decapitation. Oh, he knows what's good. He's leaving. Sorry, bro. Once the dogs of war have been unleashed, there's no calling them back. You brought this upon yourself. You shouldn't be waylaying people that you don't know are waylayable. Is just how that works. I'll hang on to that sword and that armor, and Lloyd can buy it because we got to go over in that direction anyway. Let's see. Alright, so now that we've identified everything, we should be able to just go to the boil and leave. Yeah, the HD version that they put out on Steam, I thought was kind of a travesty. Like, it just... but it definitely, if nothing else, I think it was a fairly stable build. It was just ugly as hell. And yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't matter what it is. You've got to scratch the itch every so often. If you're a Heroes fan, it's like playing Civ. If you're a Civilization fan, or if you're a fan of Command and Conquer or Age of Empires, every so often Final Fantasy Tactics, perfect example. Suikoden, something like that. There are just certain games, certain franchises or styles of game, like a tactics RPG. You just, every so often, you've got to break out Master of Orion 2 and play it. You just have, nothing else works. Okay, my god, I am so sick of y'all. I can't believe there's any Malokian hand left. Let's see. You're standing on Kaduristan. Let's see, can I get over here and let me just... There we go. Cache. Floor cache. Forest floor cache, because we're in the woods, but floor cache nonetheless. Is there any Ginkgo root around here? I don't see any, so we shall go on. We made it almost the whole way with no random encounters, just the one. That's pretty good. Eventually, I've got to deliberately play some Heroes 3 on the channel. I've done it as sort of just like a chill hangout stream kind of thing. Or like as a warm-up stream or a cooldown stream, like game from other things, like, coming off of Titan Quest, I would play some Heroes 5 or Heroes 3. But I need to actually, at some point, just play Heroes 3, and we'll like pick a campaign the way we have done with Disciples Sacred Lands, for example, and just go all the way to the end of that campaign. Okay, will you buy this? 931 coins. That is my offer. Well, then I'll take it. He buys that for more than Ristetsu as well. I think that's everything except for that mithril chainmail. Go. I don't know why every time you have to go through like 3 clicks to get into his store window. So I looked at this and this turned out not to be as good as the... Oh, he has no need for it. Oh. Really? Really? You won't buy that? Huh, that's interesting. I wonder what Ristetsu will pay for it. 434 coins. Well, I mean... Let me see, because I think he's wearing magic leather as well. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's not large chainmail, so Virgil could wear it, but Sog and them could not. Okay. You know what? Oops, not that. No, give that back. Where did it go? Here we go. We'll hang on to that, actually, and... we still need to get rid of the sword anyway, so it's fine. We'll hang on to that, because we've got another party member coming up before too much longer. You may be able to guess whomst, if you've been following along and paying attention, so... But we actually have some more Disciples' Sacred Lands coming up after we finish our current Pokemon Crystal Challenge run. The poll has ended some time ago, and we had some great games shortlisted by our Patreon patrons, and y'all have put them in the order that we're going to play them. And I forget what that order is, but off the top of my head without looking, but I know that Disciples' Sacred Lands is on there. And I'm excited to see what campaign we wind up playing, because we did the Undead campaign, and we're going to do just like we did before, where we are going to we're going to start with a campaign in Disciples 1 and then go on to Disciples 2 and pick up with that same faction and go through the D2 campaign as well. Oh, bro. Okay, well, it's your funeral. Oh, no, we're done killing. There we go. And I'm excited to see whether y'all pick, like, you know, the legions or the mountain clans or the empire. It's always a fun time. Yeah, I think they may have released the expansions later on if the HD version had done better, but it was very silly of them not to release the whole package because it was such an old game. Like, you could tell, I think Ubisoft can be bad for that. It seemed like a real cash grab. I think they were just trying to... Heroes 3 is still one of the most popular turn-based strategy games out there after all this time, which is phenomenal. I love that there's still a huge fan base for it, including new fans. And I think they were just trying to cash in on that, which is a shame, but... And yeah, exactly. Like, I fully believe that, I loved Heroes 5, and I did not care for Heroes 6 or Heroes 7, and I think a lot of people who were longtime Heroes fans did not. And it's up to you what your opinion is about those games. I didn't care for them, and I think that they didn't want a relaunch or remaster of 3 to overshadow their sales of 6 and 7, so... Okay, now, where are we going from here? We've got a lot of choices. There's a lot of places we need to go. Shin Megami Tensei Battlefront. Oh my god, could you imagine? Imagine. Lord. Okay, so let's see. Let's just start with, like, what we're doing here. We do need to pursue main story. Here's Caledon. They have put it on our map. It is all the way down here. That's where main story is going to advance next, but there's a bunch of other places on this side of the Grey Mountains and the Stonewall Range that we have not been. And of course we started the game by uncovering all of these places on, like, the Morbihan Plains and stuff like that. So we're going to do that here too. Now that we have full access, and there's not really any plot left on this side of the mountains. There's one or two little things that we haven't gotten to yet, and we will go back over here. So we're not over on this side of the mountains forever, but we're officially here playing in this area. We're free to explore, so we should start, I think, by taking advantage of that and doing the same thing that we did earlier. We're just going to start going to places and having fun. So, first things first, I guess let's kill a pack of wolves. This is how y'all became an endangered species. I shouldn't say that. That's victim blaming. They're just hungry. Ooh, Kadura stem. Ginkgo root? No, coca leaves. Okay, well, here, we better leave before Sog picks those up. You think word would have gotten around to the various, like, kite peoples or tribes and they would have stopped attacking us by now, but I mean, the Malokian hand haven't, and presumably they're smarter. So there should be a castle right around here, I think. But I don't remember if this is one of those places where, like, you may have to have the coordinates from a quest or something before it shows up on the map. But I don't know, because you remember how we danced around like Vendigroth before we finally found it, so some of them can be quite finicky. And sort of like over here, where we got our flying guillotine, the aerial decapitator, that place is never on your map. You have to have the exact coordinates. Okay, so that might be a place where we have to have the quest. That's fine then. I think there's another one like right here. There it is. Oop, we passed it. Okay, that's fine. That just gives me a chance to quick save. And in fact, also I should probably hard save. We've already done quite a bit here. We need to go to Kintara too. I've got to remember that. Go. The strange ceremony. And I just said that I was done with kites. Okay, well, they definitely started it, so. You know what? These are level nothing. I'm just going to let the boys have fun. That one, like, ran up to attack and then turned around and left. Go for it, y'all. Okay, well, I'm not gonna. Okay, I guess. There. We'll get the party started. Okay, well, you're not running away because I'm not chasing you. Hello? Lol, I guess they saw what happened to everybody else and were like, nah, fam. Oh, here we go. Oh. They changed their minds. Okay. They saw me take their magic ritual dagger. That's valid. There, I think we're done. I don't think they have anything else. They've just got a few coins. It's probably not even worth picking them up, really. Yeah, for some of them, yes. And often I just, like, run around in circles and let the lads, kind of take everyone out without having to participate, but to go out of turn-based mode entirely, it's actually like a menu setting, and I'm afraid I'll forget to turn it back on for an important fight. So, but they're going pretty fast, at least. Overall. Back when this game was new, real-time combat was a huge hassle. Okay, so let's see. We did go to the small camp. The Bedokaan village, we did not go here, and it's already on the map, so let's go there next because everything else is mostly up in this area. So we've not gotten to see the Bedokaan yet, I don't think, even as random encounters. They're pretty cool. They're one of the other, like, sentient races. Sapient species, however you would like to say it, of Arcanum. But they play only a minor part, just a very bit part in the game, which is a shame because they're interesting. But that's okay. Here they are, see? They're lizard folk. Khan Karai will speak for the Bedokaan. Ah, an elf villager, you say?
Please, help me. The elves sent me. What is happening here? These lizard men have captured and trapped me here. I don't know what they plan to do with me, but I don't think I want to find out. Was there a battle? Did you provoke these creatures? No, I was merely hunting when they fell upon us. They called me a murderer and a betrayer. I tried to reason with them, but they would hear nothing. They tied me up and brought me here. Please get me out of this pit. Calm down. They have guards posted. What would you recommend? If you're a mage, you may have some spells that will free me. If not, you can get some sort of rope and I could climb out of here, but you'll have to do something about the guards. Perhaps I'll speak with their leader and sort this out. I don't know. They seem fairly hostile towards what they call warmbloods, anyone who's not a lizard such as they. Be careful and tread lightly. I'll do that. Hold on, I'll get you out of there yet.
Indeed. So we will resolve this peacefully. We are an expert in persuasion. We'll resolve this peacefully. So yes, here is another of the altars. And the Bedokaan are interesting. They just have kind of this, like, little mini encounter or quest here. And you can actually get one of them as an NPC follower who will join you and follow you around, which is cool. Oh, yeah, you can hit spacebar, but I've had problems with there's a few buttons that are kind of sticky, like the Alt button, so... But there's been a couple of times when I have done that, like in the spider fight with Vendigroth. Because back then we had to run around, that was the only way, kiting them was just the only way we could get through it. Thankfully now we have a few more resources. The creature before you is covered in scales, with a large mouthful of sharp teeth, and eyes of the coldest silver. Various tattoos cover much of its body. Warmblood betrayer, offspring murderer, what brings you here? What death do you bring? What lies will you tell? Khan Karai stands before you. My power is greater than yours. Well, I mean, you're level 45, but I don't think that's true. I'm sorry. Have we met before? I've never seen your kind. I know you, betrayer. I know all your faces, Warmblood. All the same. All liars and murderers. All bringers of death. Okay, well, we're definitely not saying any of these. Listen, perhaps you should tell me what's going on here. You know, Warmblood. Pits lined with teeth of metal. Nets to catch the women. Your weapons of flash and pain. You hunt well the children and the old. But Khan Karai is no such easy target. Face me, Warmblood. Pits with teeth. Nets. Are your people being hunted? Hunted? Yes. Our women and offspring. The old ones. Now Khan Karai will hunt. I have already captured the pale, sharp-eared Warmblood, bound him with my power. You will be next, and then Khan Karai will go to the Warmblood tree village and burn it to the ground. You think the elf was hunting your people? You mean Sharp-ear? Pale Warmblood. We captured him sneaking into our swamps, planning more death with his weapons and his strange ways. But Khan Karai fell upon him, and my ways were greater than his, and I brought him back here, tied like the fruit of the hunt.
These sharp ears, did he attack you?
No, but they come to the dark fens with weapons and powerful words. Why have they come here? They have their trees and their forests. Why do they come to our swamps? Always it has been this way with the Warmbloods, always wanting more, always bringing ruin.
The elves? They have brought ruin?
And he stops for a moment, considering.
No. Sharp ears have not killed Bedokaan before, nor have they ruined the land. But we are not easy prey, Warmblood. A hunter in different skin is still a hunter, and Conquerai goes not quietly, he.
Hold a moment. Neither the elves nor I have done you harm.
Yes. The words you speak are true, Warmblood, but...
Ooh, his hand moves to his sword.
That does not mean that you will not.
Agreed. I am called Dr. B. Unni, Esquire.
He inclines his head stiffly.
And I am Conquerai, chieftain of the Bedokaan. What brings you to our village, Warmblood? Have you come in defense of this elf?
Perhaps. I need to know what has happened here.
You would hear our story? Very well. As I've said, the Bedokaan have lived in the dark fens for as long as the seasons have turned, and for all that time we have kept to ourselves. We knew of the elves, but they harmed us not, and we accepted their natural place.
But something happened. You said your people were hunted?
Yes. 4 winters ago, Warmbloods came to our swamps, and set out things of death, and shot us with their weapons, and collected the bodies of the dead.
Who were these Warmbloods? You said they were not elves.
No, not elves.
He looks at you, then smells the air in front of you.
I know it was not you, Dr. B. Unni, Esquire, but they were of your kind, and there were many of them, and they rode on strange creatures made of wood.
I see. Men in wagons. Where did they come from?
From the south. They came from the south, over the mountains and into the dark fens, and the land cries out wherever they touch it. They know not the way of the land or the cold blood ways, nor do they care.
What did you say these men did with the bodies of your people?
Oh, he's silent for a moment. You see the anger seething in his silver eyes.
They skinned them, Dr. B. Unni, Esquire. They skinned our elders and our children and our women, and then threw their remains into the swamp. No rites of passage, no guide to the Snake Fathers.
Dear God. Poachers. I'm so very sorry, Conquerai.
Yes, so right here, apparently Bedokaan hides make excellent luggage. Oof.
I believe your words, Dr. B. Unni, Esquire. Perhaps you are different. Perhaps you might be able to see the cold visions. I will regret having to make war on all the Warmbloods if there is even one like you among them. but I will do so nonetheless.
Make war? But it is only these men.
Yes, but there is a price in warm blood that must be paid. Men will die, and then all of their offspring until there are none left. Only this will quiet the fury of the Snake Fathers. Elves are warm blood. They will die as well.
Please, you must allow me to convince you otherwise.
How, Dr. B. Unni, Esquire? I respect your words, and I see the truth in them. But how can you deny the evil of what has been done to me and my people? Do you disagree that a price must be paid?
No, but not all must pay the price. Let us talk about the elves.
Yes, let us speak of this. The snake and the lizard are both of the Snake Fathers. Both live in the reptilian dream. Men and elves are also the same of the warm blood, and therefore live by the same code.
This is where you have to start kind of getting, careful. You can see, you don't want to say, oh, I'm sure you think your way is the best way. Or well, obviously, that's only something that someone like you would say. Let me tell you how it really is. It's fairly obvious, but still.
The elves have their own code, different from that of men.
What do you mean? Are they not smooth-skinned like men, hunt with weapons and wear clothes and speak fancy words? They seem to me the very same.
Elves live in trees. Men live in buildings of wood and stone.
These are small things, small differences. I speak of hearts and minds, the dreams of the warm blood. It is there that elves are the same as men, in their hearts, in their words.
No. You said that the elves have words of power. Men do not.
Yes.
Oh, he's a little confused.
We also have these words, Dr. B. Unni, Esquire. These powers are old powers, tied to the waters and the land. I see that the elves have these powers, and yet they are warm blood.
And again, see, you don't want to say, oh, perhaps you were too quick, or your way is not the only way. It's like we're trying to build common ground here.
That is because they, too, are tied to the land.
I see.
He inclines his head to you.
There is power in your words as well, Dr. B. Unni, Esquire. Perhaps you are correct about these elves. But what of men? Why shouldn't Khan Karai war against them?
Tell me of the cold blood. What it is like.
We beat of one heart, Dr. B. Unni, Esquire. We share the same knowledge, the same desires. To look into my eyes is to look into the very eyes of the Snake Fathers. Do you understand? We are many, but we are one.
Men are different, with different hearts. Sadly, some are dark.
Ah, you say the warm-blood heart is alone, and beats alone. I can see why elves might be good, but men evil. But how are some men good and others evil? Is the blood that flows in your veins not the same blood? Do you not dream the same dream?
That is an important difference. Men's hearts make their dreams.
He ponders this for a moment.
Interesting, Dr. B. Unni, Esquire. So these poachers, as you call them, they dream an evil dream, and so they kill our people. But how am I to know that most men are not like them, that you are alone in your dream?
If that were so, would they let one like me survive?
No. Nature is a harsh teacher. Even among the Bedokaan, if there is one who does not hear the Snake Fathers or see the cold visions, then he is cast out or destroyed. I would think that it is the same among warm-bloods.
It is. Men are evil, but many more are good.
Perhaps, then, it is only these poachers that Conquerai must make war against. If most men are like you, Dr. B. Unni, Esquire, then perhaps the warm-blood ways are good ways. I thank you for showing me this. I am grateful.
Yay! Diplomacy wins. There was no incident this time. See, we actually used diplomacy. I told you. This is actually how I prefer to do it. I swear. I swear. Listen, it was just the once. It was just the twice. It was just the 4 or 5 times. Usually this is how we do it.
And the elf, he will go free?
Yes. He is free to return to his home. Make sure to speak with him before you leave and tell him he may leave. I will make amends myself and send gifts to the elves in the forest. You have made peace between us, Dr. B. Unni, Esquire.
Glad to be of service.
Tell me, Dr. B. Unni, Esquire, why have you come to these strange lands? You are not of the forest elves, nor are you of the dark fens. What is it that brings you to us?
Time to share our story again.
It is a long tale.
Montage.
I know not of many things outside the dark fens, but the Bedokaan are warriors, and we love this land as no other. I offer the strength of my people if you desire it. In the village there is one named Waromon. Speak with him, and if he so desires, you may take him on your quest. He is brave and knows the words of power.
I'll speak with him. Good day to you, Conquerai.
Yay! Yay, we did it, yay! And that is a lot, so I'm going to save it, because we don't want to have to even click through all of that again, let alone read it, my goodness. Right, yes, there's so much to love about this game. It's got so much replayability. because there's so many ways to go through. Like, you can do a totally pacifist run, and you can also just, like, kill everyone in the game if you're that kind of person. But, you know, the magic build, the tech build, the combo build, you know, and then even within those, like, gunslinger, sword slinger, spell slinger, like, it's such a good game, and there's so many ways to solve most situations, so many little hidden things to find. I'm sure that there's stuff in this game that after playing it so many times over the years, I still have not found them. Stuff I still don't know about, which is thrilling to think of, because I love the idea. I love finding, you know, new stuff in old games like this that I played many times, and then y'all or somebody else shows me something new that I have not seen, and it's like, ah. And yet magic is usually my answer, but the dark arts of diplomancy, yes. Also, remember, there is, let's see, what was it? It's in here. I think it's under smithing. Here we go. Yes, the iron key. This is the thing that is supposed to open the chest back in the Torontian Zoological Society. The one that we used a fate point, not a face point. We used a face plant. Just rammed our face into it until it opened. But no, we used a fate point to open it, so we did not need this. This is why I did not want to wait. It's because we've already started that quest line and completed some of it. Otherwise, when you get the schematic for the iron key, it takes a mithril sheet and a heartstone. This is the only place you can get heartstones, and there is a limited quantity of them because I don't know that they respawn. There's like 8 or 10 of them kind of scattered around the outside edge of the Bedokaan village here. See, like, there's another one. Now, that being said, I also don't think that there's anything else that uses them. I can't remember if there is another if there's another recipe or schematic anywhere that requires heartstone. I'm not sure. That's the only one that I know for sure off the top of my head is the iron key. But this is the only place you can get them. So, yeah. Exactly. See, that's usually me. I often wind up playing a force mage no matter what I do. It's kind of like, you know how when you play Skyrim, it's like, I swear this time I won't play a stealth archer. I won't. And then 15 minutes later, you're crouching behind a rock, drawing your bow back, like your bowstring. This is the same way. It's like, I swear, this time, I definitely won't go through disintegrating everything and everybody. I won't. And then here I am with Force Shield running toward Liam's workshop, you know. Oh, right. No, you're right. Actually, we do need one for the altar offering. I'm glad that you said that. I'm glad you reminded me. I forgot about that, so we'll get one and give it to Virgil. Because we've not started the Old Gods quest yet. But we will do that eventually. So, okay, there we go. And I think, is this Waramon? I think it is. Yes, here we go. Greetings, warm blood. I am Waramon.
Khan Karai told me to speak with you.
Yes. Then speak we shall.
He offered your services if you'd like to join me.
Yes. I will join you on your quest. May the Snake Fathers walk with us. And here you go. Now he starts at level 20, which is a respectable level. But of course, like, that's the level that Magnus is now. After everything we've been through, we picked him up at such a low level after we had already been doing other stuff. So see, like, you can, Sog is 43, Virgil and the doggo are 45, and then he's level 20, he's level 20. So it's like, that's rough, but it's like, Oh yeah, two-handed swords are also good. They are very good. Personally, I'm a College of Winterspell boy. Because Skyrim allows you to dual wield spells, and I think that that's really irresponsible of indie game developer one woman studio Bethany Esda to give me that power. because it makes it really hard not to. So that's what I wind up doing. So yes, this is the unofficial patch. We are playing with Drog Blacktooth's mod, which expands and fixes a lot of things, which is why also, like, we are level 45, and normally the level cap is 50, but I haven't been too bothered about our build because we're gonna break 50, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Exactly. So yeah. As far as I know, I've got the latest version, but I actually did not know about that from the General Store, an Educator's Guide. Huh, I will have to look for one of those, because if that's the case, ooh, then I should be doing that for poor Magnus here, and Sog, he's a couple levels behind too. Anyway, so right now our charisma permits us to have 4 followers. So we're not going to take Waruman with us right now, but we can kind of see. So he's an archer. He starts with this unidentified bow. And a few things about him. He's got pretty good stats. He starts out with high dex, good strength and con. Of course, his beauty and charisma are low. His intelligence a little low. Willpower doesn't matter. And perception is high, again, because it's an archer. Also, nice. Nice. And he starts out expert in bow and melee, because remember, this is Arcanum. Melee is dexterity based, because that makes more sense than strength. Talking to you, Dungeons and Dragons. Most weapons are finesse weapons. It should be a default property. Anyway, set that soapbox aside. But he also has nature spells. He comes with Charm Beast and Entangle, and as you level him up and his willpower increases, he will learn, I'm pretty sure he gets all 5 nature spells. I can't remember if he has anything else. He might have some white necromancy. Oh, okay, he's got elemental magic, so he's got agility of fire. He doesn't have purity of water yet, but I'm pretty sure he gets that, and then strength of earth and vitality of air. Like, he gets most of the nature spells, and then some of all of these, I think. So he's actually a pretty solid character. Like, I quite like Waruman, and if you get him earlier on in the game, which you can do, you just sneak through here and dodge. Oh, actually, I don't need to do that. I'll just do this. But if you sneak through and dodge the random encounters, he's a great early game character to pick up, because he's like level 20. And he does come with all these spells. He's quite versatile, and he's just honestly a really solid companion. I'm just sorry that he's not voiced, much like Sog. He's not important enough to the story where he's ancillary and he's hidden. You can only get Waruman to join you if you do what we just did and make peace with Khan Karai and convince him of the warm blood ways and whatever to let this elf go, etc., etc. That's how you unlock Waruman. So he's totally optional. He has no bearing on the story outside of this little tableau here, this scenario. And so they didn't give him a voice, which is a shame, but that's his only shortcoming. Otherwise, he's really cool, and I think it's neat that they let you have him. Are they not? Which elf quest? Because I'm pretty sure, I think that they're here before that, but I may be wrong. And it may also depend on whether you have the patch on or whether you are unmodded, rather, if you're playing unmodded. I think I've come through here and gotten him pretty early, but also sometimes I make a beeline for the main quest too, and then go do like story stuff. So it may be after you've gotten Kintara unlocked. So, right, you mean, yeah, because that's what we're here for. It's this one, I think. Yes, Mr. Wind wants you to ensure the lost elven hunter is on his way home. So this one. Yeah, it may be. It may be because I usually play modded. And of course, back when the game was new, and I was first exploring it, I did not find most of these, little ancillary locations without a great deal of exploration. So I've played modded for years. So that's, yeah, and I don't know. But either way, in this fashion, I'm pretty sure they're available early on, so I recommend making a beeline for Waramon if your charisma's high enough. Anyway, I thank you, stranger. I'm going back to Kintara. I recommend you do the same. I just might do that. Good day to you. And off he goes. Run, run, my lad. So if our charisma increases, because I would love to be a persuasion master, I really want to be a persuasion master because Arcanum is a really great game, and as I said earlier, it's very versatile. There's a lot of solutions to every situation, and if you have master level persuasion, you can do some ridiculous stuff that I do want to show off. So we do need to raise our charisma. Now that our intelligence is 20, we'll be working on that. But after we go back to some of our like tech schematics and things, we've neglected some of our other skills. So we'll get around to it. And I think you have to have expert persuasion actually to convince Khan Karai the way that we did, I think. And it may also be kind of like with Ashbury over here. There with Ashbury, remember when we convinced the town to build the monument? You have to have a certain minimum persuasion skill, but also a certain minimum intelligence score, or you can't do it. So with Khan Karai, I don't know if you have to have a certain minimum charisma or intelligence, but you do have to, I think you have to be expert persuasion. Yeah, I wish Master Persuasion was available earlier in the game as well, but it's a whole big deal, so... Yes, and the more walking backpacks, the better. That's rude but true. Honestly, that's mostly why we keep Magnus along. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, Magnus does have a plot and a story, and it's a fairly good one. But, I mean, you've seen most of what he has contributed is... he's a backpack. Alright, but anyway, we're not going back to Kintara yet. We're going here first. Ah, yes. Found it in one. It's a little dungeon in a hill. This is the Bangelian Deeps. And actually, let me, before I go in here, let's do a hard save. Because it's been a hot second. Alright, so the first thing that you will notice about the Bangelian Deeps, is that everybody's going to go around picking stuff up. Thank you for that. You really... Well, Virgil, it's your turn. You going to pick up the sword? No? Okay, great. That's fine, because we don't want that sword. Or this dagger. Let's go before they pick something else up. There's a black diamond. Oops, sorry about that. Magic necromancy trap. Let's let the lads deal with that. Yeah, that's the thing. He really does. That's one of the reasons why he is voiced and stuff, is he actually does have too much weight on the plot, and I like his story too much. It's too important. Even though, yeah, he's kind of... I think he kind of sucks. Ruby necklace. Ooh, unidentified helmet. Well, we have to take that. D&D rules. If you don't know what it is, pack it with you. Okay. Can you take that? Oh, Actually, no. I don't know if I want you to wear it. We don't know what it does. Let's see. AC 10, DR 12. Oh, well, it is better. Okay, well, you can wear it then for now. And then let's see. Virgil. Let's see. Fancy ring, Cathorn crystal, the black diamond, this, and actually I'll give you this fatigue potion because you'll use it. Now, if I give him a ruby necklace, he will take off the damn serpentine necklace, so he can't have that. I'll let you all decide. We have a diamond necklace on. If you like the ruby better, give it a shout out in chat, and our doctor can switch. It's silly, but remember, in most games, glamour is endgame, so you must be allowed to choose what flavor of fancy you wish to be. I think that's only fair. Oh no, rats. Ah, rats. A fire jumper. Yes, they're just like regular rats, but on fire. Which means they damage your fucking armor. which we love. Thinking, see, yeah. See, this is the discourse that we deserve. I feel like the diamond comes off as more expensive, like she's got more money. She's higher class, but the ruby like flatters the Sunday's best dress a little bit more because of the pink and purple. Okay, well, if you're going to come over here, I'm just going to do that. I don't care who you are. The exclusivity of the De Beers family. That's true. Yes, it's not a manufactured, like, shortage, so... Ruby to match her eyes. Okay, well, we got 2 votes for Ruby, so I'll tell you, we'll try the Ruby on for now. There we go. Say it sets off her eyes, but her eyes are covered up by the, by our eye gear. Remember, because she is a bookworm, that's her only failing, is Dr. B. Unni Esquire is a bit nearsighted. She's got a touch of the myopia. Really? You gonna cast Poison Cloud like that on me? Bro. That's so rude, though. Foul Spirit, indeed. Foul Spirit is a polite, hobnobby way... What, armor damage by what? Did you walk through that damn fire? Girl. Girl, are you for real? I'm gonna have to get this dress repaired again. I swear to every god. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's so fine. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't remember. It's not... Oh, yeah, no, that's just a fancy way to say fart ghost. You have spotted a trap. And I have blown up the trap. Is that armor again? Okay. That's probably fine. Do this. I will transfer this to somebody else first. Yes, I'm short-sighted, so I specialize in range combat. You see, it's very difficult for me to see past the end of my nose, and that's why I whirl this actual saw blade on a long chain about my head and shoulders, and about yours as well. Reblog if you instinctively duck every time. You know what? You can carry that too, because you're not gonna use it. You're not gonna replace your lightsaber with that, I don't hardly think. Okay. This should be sufficient to pick up the axe. Now, y'all cannot let me forget we've got to get that dress repaired because we don't have our repair skill leveled up the way that we should ourselves. Okay, he's got the mithril chainmail. You don't need that. So, let's... Can you carry this? You've got to have room. Inventory Tetris. I feel like we need a little, like, music for that specifically. There we go, and there, and there. There we go, hey. Oh, that reminds me, actually. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the gift subs, Trance. Y'all spoil me. Come on now. You can't be like this, giving out so many gift subs. I really appreciate it. I need to know if your strength score has evolved. It has not. Damn you, Magnus. That's alright. We're about to level up. That strength score had better go up to 12, Magnus. I swear to God. I swear. Do you see? We just got handed like 10 gift subs. You have to. You have to. You have to. This is the Dwarven axe. This is like the axe of the Dwarven Lords from D&D. Except not magical because it's dwarves. So... You have to level up so you can use it. I'm saying. Yep, come on down. At least they just damage their armor when they hit you, and they don't damage your weapon when you hit them like these assholes are gonna do. Oh, Lord. That's okay. That's alright, because one of the best things about the aerial decapitator is it does have 1,000 durability. So, hey, there it is. There's the level. Alright. We've not even met a mermaid yet. Honestly, it's barely earned the title. Okay. Alright, Trance, you're in chat. This is your patron playthrough. So, what are we going for next? We've maxed out our intelligence, which means that all of our technological schematics are fair game. So, do you want to jump back into herbology? The next thing there is accelerate healing, and of course that builds up to the wonder drug and the cure-all, which is great. Chemistry, where we've got hallucinite, the paralyzer, and the anesthetizer. Now this is honestly, like, the aerial decapitator is funny, but the corrosive acid, the hallucinite, paralyzer, and anesthetizer, this is why we actually got the throwing master skill, right? Then, of course, over here in therapeutics, we've got the elixir of physical prowess is the next thing that's going to lead to awareness, increased reflexes, mind marvel, energizer, revitalizer. And over here in mechanics, the next thing we get to unlock is the mechanized arachnid, and that maxes it out. That will complete mechanics. We will have our doctorate. So which of those sounds good to you? Or something else? Because, of course, too, like, we're done here with combat skills. But we do need more ranks in spot trap. We have none in disarm trap or repair, which we need to put some in there. And we need to raise our heal as well, which we can now max out. Persuasion, we have to raise charisma first, and I do want to get there. But everything else, like, our intelligence is maxed out. We probably need to lean that way before we start taking our charisma to 20 so that we can unlock this as well. You know what I mean? So do you have a preference? Because, of course, for y'all who don't know, you can see the title up here at the top of the screen. This is a patron request. So keep in mind, too, if you feel like, if you feel zesty enough to pledge to our Patreon, at the $5 tier, and you can also make these requests, and I will play a game that you pick of your choice. So the extra buddy. All right, mechanized arachnid it is. We love. Why do we get the flying guillotine noise? Wait a minute. It's every time. Okay. All right, that's great. Okay, well, it takes a small steam engine and large gears. So we will make a mechanized arachnid as soon as we can get hold of a steam engine, but we do need to do that first. Now, one of the great things about the mechanized arachnid is over here. So we can make the bell ringer. Here's the automaton. You combine a mechanized arachnid with the elite plate. And if you can do that, you can make an automaton, which is even better than the mechanized arachnid. But also, the arachnid has some variants, which I don't think we haven't found them yet, but there is a poisonous mechanized arachnid, and there's also a medical arachnid, which will heal you, which is awesome. And I feel like we've got to do that. We've got to get one of those, right? She's a doctor, for goodness sake. That's, to me, that is the whole reason why Dr. B. Unni Esquire has a doctorate in mechanical engineering. It is so that she can manufacture these, like, EMT robots, these medical droids. That's why she did it, right? I think that's the headcanon. Okay, can we hit you from here? Yes. Okay, good. Then let's do it. Because throwing weapons, like, we've got We have 1,000 durability if it mattered, but it kind of doesn't because throwing weapons generally aren't degraded when you hit stuff like fire elementals or ore golems. I don't know why. I also don't care. I'm just glad that that's the case. Guys, please, please hit the rat or the spider. Don't hit this. There's no reason. To sub on Twitch or Patreon? Thank you for asking. Actually, both of them are a help to support the channel, and we appreciate you in either place. But probably overall, I would recommend Patreon because one, you get the benefits from being one of our patrons, which means that, you get to help shortlist the list of games that are coming up next on the channel. You get to make requests, things like that. But also that helps us to be platform agnostic, because that way, if something happens and we were to need to like move away from Twitch or YouTube, like if the platform failed, because you never know, Twitch does stupid stuff all the time. They could fold. And if we have enough patrons on Patreon, then it doesn't matter what platform we're on because we can produce content for our patrons on there. So while we always appreciate subs here on Twitch, I definitely, if you feel like subbing on Patreon, that's the place to be. IMHO. That's my philosophy anyway. That's how I see it. And that's how Sue sees it. Wow, I don't want to say I dated myself, but that was a whole reference. Exactly. If you're so terrified of the spider that, like you won't even see the needle, you won't even feel it. They're like, what needle? What needle? There's a needle? Oh, really? Okay, we're gonna have to get his armor fixed too. That's fine. We'll go back to Tarrant, I guess. Get him. Get him. Kick his ass. Okay, never mind. I'll do it. I think I saw... Yeah, there's an actual fire elemental up here. It's a small fire elemental. Oop, it's a flame shade. Flame out. All these black diamonds. I love it. First of all, they're so pretty. Second of all, they're so valuable. Okay, let's see. I don't know if we fought any of these yet. Hell beasts. We love a good hell beast. Oh, these guys. They can be a pain in the ass if you don't take them out quickly because they'll summon fire elementals. It's so funny that every NPC and monster in the game always starts out with like 70 reaction to you. And it's always like, courteous. Hellbeast, attitude, courteous. Okay. It kind of makes me feel bad about, like, you know, fighting them or attacking them, but what are you going to do? Yes. Exact. There you go. See, there's the line. We have to go back to the city of industry because we're building a tarantula. Oh, wow, that's a lot. Okay. Oh, Lord, this is all magic, isn't it? Damn. Okay. Might have to make some choices here. Boy. That's okay. That's okay. We can make those choices. Here, I got it, Virgil. I got it. There, I took my medicine. I want of you to carry this crap. Okay, now, I know Magnus here is basically tapped. Let me give you some of these fatigue restorers. And Sog is basically tapped. Let me give you some of these fatigue restores, because we have a bunch and we're not really using them. Okay, so that just leaves Virgil. How much space you got, bro? Okay, can I make room for those robes? I don't think that I can. No, but what I can do is I can give you the dagger. And you got 2 of those. That may be what we have to do. That may legit just be what we have to do. Oh, actually, you know what? Here. We don't need this anymore either. This is a quest item. See, this is the matchbook. It says, visit the Wellington, the finest gentleman's club in all of Toronto, located at 77 Vermilion Road. That's actually the clue that gets you to Matt Disazar. Let's see. If I give you the Venom, you won't use that on your weapon, will you? I don't think. Get you this Nitro because we're not using it yet. We actually don't have a recipe for it. Is there anything else I can give you? I guess I can give you a couple of those. You might actually use them. Okay, that frees up quite a bit of space. Oh, God, I wish I hadn't picked this up. Then this would not be a problem. Okay. Oh, man, I think maybe... Oh, right, look at that. Now we are burdened, but not so much that we can't run. Ooh, and we're almost done. We're almost done. We're at the end. Paladin Slave. And there's the Cursed Paladin. Here we go. We want to get this guy first. Okay, now come this way. Wow, rude. I can't remember. I think if you kill this guy first, then like maybe it frees the other guys. So I'm hoping they do that. They should all dogpile on him. Oh God, we are trapped in here. Oh Lord. Okay, well. Let's do this, because they're all going to hit her. I like to think she's in this, like, elegant gown, and she is just kick-flipping like crazy. She's spinning around like she's in a wuxia film, just, like, break-dancing past all of these two-handed sword swings. Because she's surrounded, there's nowhere for her to go, so that's her dodge master. She's just like, wah! Just full on, yeah, exactly, full-on bullet time. Thank you, Adkin Chambers. Oh my God, I'm begging you. Here we go again. Oof. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, they're hitting her this time. Oh God. Oh no. No, we got. Okay, that's alright. That is okay. Here, we'll do it this way. Get in, my sons. Good. See, because if Sog soaks up all of this damage, Virgil can actually heal him. So it's actually kind of okay. Hear me out. What if I threw a grenade? No. Like this. There we go. See? That's how you do it. Hey, he dropped his weapon. That was good. That was a good-ass critical hit. Yeah, I don't remember if there's a way to save these guys or not, so it's probably better since they are much more hittable to take them out. There we go, and then let's... Ooh. There we go. Okay, good. He's got our doggo. That's what matters. I was going to say maybe I should have healed the doggo, but... Oh yeah, and the paladin has got heal as well. Ooh, bro. Bro. There we go. We gotta heal the doggo. Oh, doctor. Doctor. You just have one more hit on him. Come on. Well, that's alright as long as he's wasting his turn healing this paladin. That's, like, fine, kind of. There we go. And that also, like, drain his fatigue. So, like, let's see. Yeah, his fatigue is low, so... Ooh, okay. I daren't risk any more than that. I'm gonna kill one of our guys. Do I need to heal somebody? I think we're good. He's very dodgy as well. Yes. Oh man, Final Fantasy VI, there's another game I need to play. Oh, I'm sorry, doggo. Oh my god! Okay, now listen, game. There. Fuck's sake. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, Magic Axe. I think the rest of them, they just have, like, non-magical broadswords. Oh, Black Diamond. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, poor doggo. Here, let's... There. That was not enough. That was insufficient. There we go. Now he's up and around. That was a close one. Look, I did as much damage as the paladin. Like, oh god. We cannot wait here. Okay, well. Yeah, that was gonna happen. And then there's the Bangelian Scourge. Evil alignment. Harm lightning and quench life. So, like, that's a really powerful sword. But you have to be evil to use it. So, okay, I think this is where we are in fact going to have to leave and come back. Well, that's a long damn walk, y'all. This is another reason why I usually play Magic, is because there's a technological equivalent of most magical effects. There's even a raise dead, like, medicine that you can make. We have that schematic. But there is no tech equivalent of the teleport spell. There is no tech fast travel. The closest equivalent to that is the train system, which only goes to certain places, and which we can't use because we have the dog, and they won't let the damn dog on the train, which is incredibly rude, I think. But... So yeah, like, tech I think is more interesting than magic in this game, but magic is better, like, mechanically. It just is. Let's heal. Oh, come on now. There. Now what I said was, I'll let him finish first when he's doing. There we go. Okay. We're gonna have to leave and come back. So, let's go here first and sell stuff. The Bengalian Tiger Lord. Y'all are the worst. I love it. Wow, that took more than one hit. Oh, for the Paladin shield? I don't remember. Because, yeah, I think you might be right, because it's kind of like the Gandhi problem in Civ. Yeah, basically they deliberately programmed the rollover so that, like, when the hex value rolls over, it becomes good instead of bad. Its stats are so terrible that, like, it becomes good again. I love that kind of stuff. It's like the sort of sorcery that they worked to get games like Pokemon to even do what they did on a cartridge. Absolutely mind-boggling. I don't know, like, what kind of occult pact these devs formed to get some of these games to do what they do. That's one of the reasons that we fundraise for the Video Game History Foundation, is not just because, like, games are art and you want to know where they came from and that kind of thing, but also, like, this source code and stuff needs to be preserved, because it's just really impressive what some people did, and their achievements are being forgotten because, you know, some game company didn't want them to spread around the proprietary code that they used to make a 45-year-old video game or whatever. And some of these things we only know because, you know, someone saved a copy and took it home, and then their kid found it, you know, when they were cleaning out the garage. Or in one case, I remember a story of, there was a dude who worked at I don't remember if it was a Nintendo or Konami, some major game company, and the guy literally, he had all of the code and stuff for the game printed out on paper, and he, like, if I remember the story correctly, he hid it in the drop tile ceiling in a folder and forgot about it, or left it there, or whatever, and couldn't go back when the game studio either closed down or moved out of that office building. He didn't have a chance to recover it. And then later on, someone who was cleaning out the building and, like, refitting it or something found it. And when they figured out what it was, they, like, sent it to the right people to be preserved. So it was just totally, like, happenstance, like, wild. Oh, thank you so much, Tuk Tuk. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you caught this one. Hey, and I'm always glad if my streams can brighten even one person's day just a little bit, because streaming for y'all certainly brightens my day every time. So I'm always glad to hear that I brought someone a smile. Yeah, my dad's watching the NBA playoffs right now too, I'm pretty sure. So I'll let him know he's not alone. There are people around the world watching with him. Small magic robes. Okay, we know this. Magic chainmail, right? Diseased chainmail. We love that. We love that for us. I love that you put this on and it kills you. And for real, like, see, poison resistance minus 100%, and then it gives you a poison and fatigue dot. So you're like, it puts a dot on you, and which you take double damage from. Genius. That's obviously something that an asshole wizard, like, created to screw some adventurer that broke into his house to steal his stuff. And rightfully so. But nevertheless, you know, it's like a Sararak, the lich from Greyhawk. Like, even a broken clock is even a broken clock is right twice a day. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, Lordly, yeah. Welcome to you as well. I'm glad that you caught one. Oh, the Knicks and the Sixers. Ugh. I don't know who to root for. I usually watch college basketball when I watch it all, so... Sometimes I just root for teams because I like the names. 349. Let's do that. We'll go ahead and sell this. 873. Nice. Ooh. Oh, he won't buy this. Of course not. Okay. You take 110. Okay, so he's like out of money. Let's go back over here. We can sell these robes to the wise woman. When I was little, my favorite team was the Magic. For obvious reasons. You know, when you're like 7, it's really cool that there's a team out there just called the Magic. And then I think, didn't Michael Jordan, like after he left the Bulls, I think he went to the Wizards? Or something like that. I think it was the Wizards. And I was like, what? There's a basketball team called the Wizards? I will take 405 coins for it. Okay, let's see what else we can... Ooh, a Gilliam's Helm. That's actually a pretty good early game magical helm, but of course that means nothing to us at this point. What is it that you want, Virgil? What do you want out of life? I want for you to give me this. And that. And that. That's all the magic stuff, right? Yes, okay. The Knicks. Then I too shall root for the Knicks. The Shadow Hand Dagger. This is the one from the Strange Ceremony. Gives you a bonus to backstab and poisons. Or backstab, but poisons and damages you. So. And this small Mystic Traveler's Cloak. Again, we don't need that. Will you buy it? Yes, good. 398. Oh, she'll buy this one for 398 too. I wonder who she'll pass that along to. Who's going to get that magic dagger? Yes, you've got to take care. You're like me, I stay up to the point where like sometimes I'm nodding off and specific pixel has to be like, okay, go to bed. Let's just go to bed. I'm like, I don't know, I can do it. I can stay up. But thank you so much for watching all the way from Germany. You guys flatter me so much. I am so spoiled to have people from around the world watching, which is something I never contemplated when I started doing this. So thank you all again. We are very privileged on this channel. I think that is everything that Virgil has. We'll have to get rid of all these gemstones again, but okay. You have the axe, and you have the helmet. Let's do the axe first because it's bigger. There we go. And we should have room for the helmet as well. Okay, identify. This should be just a magic axe, right? And this, charmed helmet. That might be pretty good. Will you buy this, please? No, of course not. Virgil, show me your helmet. Okay, he's got a magic helmet, so it's 10 plus 6, 12 plus 4, and minus 1 at 52%. This is 10 plus 4, 12 plus 2. Okay, so he's not going to wear it because the one he's got is better. That's fine then. Then we will give the less good one back to Sog because I know it's better than this for sure. Okay, and that's everything he's got except for this, which, bless his heart, Lloyd will not purchase. So that leaves... I think that's it, actually. We just need to get rid of these. Okay, good. Then let's come down here. Nope, Magnus, you're too late. Too slow, bro. We gotta go the other way. Okay, let's... Advance time! We'll give him a couple or 3 days to build up some cash. That's another fun thing you can do with magic is there's temporal magic. You can literally control time. So like, yeah, this is the lock spell. This one is slow. This one is haste, of course. This one is hold person. And this one is haste on you and all of your allies, and slow on every other creature in the world. Like, my goodness. It's just a fun time. Okay. First of all, actually, let me come over here and there we go. Because you're not gonna buy that, so let's just drop that off there. He's up to 260. Bless his heart. He's head over heels for us. Okay, 942. 552, 547. Okay, in the interest of just moving things along, I'm going to do that. And then Restetsi might... Will you purchase this? Yes, you will. Okay, Virgil. Let's get all of these junk gemstones. Okay, there we go. We need one ruby. We only need one Cathorn crystal. We only need one Manura coin. There's that. Cathorn, another Manura. I think that looks like it. Are there any other duplicates? Okay, I think that's all. The other guys, they don't have any gems or anything, so we'll go ahead and take these fatigue restorers back. There we go. I need to make some more traps. I've been carrying these around for a long time. You can't. Shut up, Magnus. Restetze. Buy this stuff. I guess I'll have to take 189 coins, since that's all you'll give me. And that's fine. We have enough money that I'm not, like, super worried about it. He's not giving me what they're worth, but, like, it's okay. Okay. That is it? Question mark? Yes. Yeah, and he's got the geodes from last time, so like worst come to worst, you can reset their inventory and they'll have stuff you can buy it back. I didn't actually check with you. Will you buy this nasty chainmail? Will you buy this horrible cursed item? He will. Okay, well that's 453 gold we did not have. Excellent. Good. Wonderful. You know what? In fact, no, you know what? That's a trap. I was about to say, let's go ahead and I will make some traps and put here because the concussion grenades have been used up. And I'm not going to do that. And the reason I'm not going to do that is because we still have to go back and pick up those couple of items from the Bangalian Deeps and sell them. And so if I make a bunch of spike traps or bear traps, they will flood my inventory. And I will not have sufficient room to pick up our other spoils. Okay, first though, let's go fix our stuff. Yes, we will spoil everything. Spoiling everything sounds like a tongue-in-cheek title for like 7 habits of highly effective adventurers or something. Like it's a play in words meaning like anything is treasure if you set your mind to it. Spoiling everything. Okay, now let's see. Okay, that's Kadura stem. Okay, so what I need is Ginkgo root. I'm going to pick this up anyway in the hopes that we will find some Ginkgo root. Don't do it. Whatever it was, Magnus, put it back. This is not you. What did you pick up? Drop it. Okay, it was nothing. It's fine. I don't know why I'm walking. We'll go here. We'll repair our stuff and then go back up to the Bangalian Deeps and grab that. Okay. Technology protest claims 3 lives. Oh no. I hate that senseless waste of human life, says Dr. B. Unni, Esquire. Okay, can you fix something for me? Let's see if he... Okay, good. There we go, good. We got no durability loss. Excellent. I don't think any of the rest of this should be injured. It's not. Okay. Your sword needs repairing. Okay, but it's also only 79 of 80. Oh, well, that's 40 of 50. So actually, we should repair that. 2300. Rings and necklaces break so much easier, like 5 of 5 durability, but I think the entire time I have played this game for, 24 years now, I don't think I have ever had a piece of jewelry or an accessory actually take damage. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, let's do that. Let's make sure we don't get the durability loss, if possible. Good. Oh, okay, let me see if I can... It's only like 1 point, but I mean, that adds up over time, so I would rather not. Is it just going to do it every time? It might be. Okay, well, it's just 1. There. 50. Shield is good. The helmet's good because he just got it, so... And Magnus, your stuff, you've not been anywhere near the friggin' fight, so... Yeah, he's good. Okay, can you fix this for me? 68, there we go. Boots. Okay, that's going to cost a durability, but that's alright, because these are, like, not magical or anything, so I'm not mad about that. It's only the, like, difficult to replace magic items, the semi-unique items and stuff, where I really think that it's important we don't get durability loss if we can avoid it. Oh, So we already have some bear traps anyway. I forgot about that. Oh, we have large gears. You know what we need to do? Do you know what we need to do? We're in Toronto, y'all. Here's what we need to do. Come on. It's time. Let's come up here. Do you have one? Sir. You've returned to my humble shop. It's good to see you again, Dr. Unni Esquire. What can I do for you?
Shall we barter, my good sir?
God will tell me we have that. This is not what I need. She just throws everything on the ground. Why don't you ever sell what I need? Maybe it's at the other shop over here. Where was it that they had a steam engine? This is a gun shop, but I feel like... No, this may have been like an auto-loading chamber. Concussion grenades. Yeah, auto-loading chamber. That's what I was thinking of. Fucking A. We can make concussion grenades, y'all. That by itself was worth coming back. She doesn't have a lot of explosives knowledge, but with all those books that Magnus is carrying around, it doesn't matter. Because your local library always has the answers. Take a look. It is, in fact, in a book. So concussion grenades do both. They deal damage, but they also deal massive fatigue damage. So I don't think, because see, stun grenades are a different grenade. These actually inflict the stun condition. Concussion grenades don't stun. They deal pretty solid physical damage. And then they deal massive fatigue damage. So they can exhaust opponents before they kill them. They're definitely not non-lethal, but like they can knock people out and make them easier to kill. So they're very good. Okay, I think I'm going to save it before we go up there, because then we still have to go back to the Bangalian Deeps. I think that the Wheel Clan sells steam engines. If they don't, there's a place in Toronto where I'm pretty sure we can get one. So... in the shipwreck? Is there? I don't remember that. But I mean, we can definitely go look and see. If they don't have one for sale up here where we can just buy it legitimately, then we'll go over there to the shipwreck. Because I know we were there earlier and I thought that we looted everything that it had, and I don't remember a steam engine, but we very well could have sold it because we had no need for it whatsoever at the time, and it is definitely something you can get more of. They're not necessarily rare or even uncommon, it's just only certain shops sell them, sort of thing. So... let's see. Where is the tech shop? I think it's all the way... No. No, it's here. Okay, so I just need to keep going straight south. It is down west. South left, if you will. Here we go. This should be... shall we barter, good sir? I'll be damned. He does not have... He's got potassium chloride, but not a damn steam engine. I mean, I guess you can't really compare the two. That's... Be fair, Starfish. Okay. He may have one down here. This is mostly like armor and stuff, but he does have some tech items. He has all the gems that we sold him last time. I forgot that he buys those. Dwarven plate mail. I need to get some elite plate. That's going to be tough to do. But to make an automaton from a mechanized arachnid, we'll have to. Invigorator, we've got that, so I don't need that. On the other hand, there's Ginkgo root. Okay. The shipwreck. I don't know if it's delicious or not. I imagine it's basically like the healing salve in my head is just like the really high-end Vicks Vapor Rub. So you grew up in the American Sav if you had a family member, especially a mother or grandmother, who thought that a sufficient amount of Vicks Vapor Rub would cure any illness. Just, just rub this on them. Like, Okay, now I just thought of something. I am heading over here to the shipwreck. Trance, are you talking about the wrecked submarine? Because that would make a lot of sense, but also we can't get back there. The one south of Caledon. See, I was thinking Shades Beach, that would make sense, but we can't go back over there. And there's nothing here to do or to be done. South of Caledon. There's nothing south of Caledon. So yeah, if there's something, give me coordinates, because I don't remember another shipwreck. Or if you can tell me, like, the name of the location, I might remember it. Are you talking about Razor's Point? Maybe? If that's the case... That's east of Caledon, though. A shipwreck. We're looking for a shipwreck. There may be one that has a steam engine. Because I'm trying my best to, like, not go all over hell and high water to find a steam engine. But I would like to get one. And of course we've already been to, like, the Vendigroth ruins, so I don't think that there's one there. It's true, yes, I am steamed about the lack of engines. There should be one somewhere in Toronto, too. Like, I don't think I have to go all the way over there. Let me head back this way. Oh my gosh, I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you. There we go. Okay, Razor's Point. That's what I thought you... I wasn't sure if that's what you meant or not. Okay, I know where Razor's Point is. I don't remember... Does that have a shipwreck? Let's see, it is right around here-ish? Thank you, you gave me coordinates, thank you. Oh, okay, it's just in Caledon, alright. Oh my god, I'm not giving you money. Bro. You're level 5, but that should be high enough level to, like, recognize the threat that I pose to you versus the amount of money you're trying to get out of me. Oh, come on. We need to go to Razor's Point at some... well, some point anyway. This is why I let y'all help me. There's a lot to keep track of in games like this, so it's always useful to have someone on standby to, like, look obscure stuff up. The foreman in Toronto. Oh. Yeah, pickpocketing is not really an option, but maybe I could piss him off and make him attack me or something so I could self-defense him. I think there's a couple of places to get one in Toronto, because that's where they, like, manufacture them, so you can go steal one from a factory. Yeah. Tiny dragon. Whatever. Get out of my way. Okay, let's see. Razor's Point is, like, right here-ish. There we go. Yeah, you have to be, like, very determined to pickpocket an entire steam engine. More determined than the guy who has a whole steam engine in his pocket. That's a lot of bread. But we are not here to get this bread. That's a lot of wine. That's a lot of wrecked ship. Shields. Water. Oh, this ship is loaded up like it was going to colonize somebody. Yeah, it's still loot. Right, loot is loot. Oh, hey. That's actually useful. Here. Virgil. There you go. You'll like that. A fancy chest. Dress upgrade. Also the fancy boots. Gold ring, Morningstar perfume. I really think it's funny that we're wearing these because it's damage reduction +8. So I mentioned we have these antique, like ancient high-tech gloves and these gorgeous rings and this beautiful dress, and then we're carrying the aerial decapitator. And we're wearing this steampunk eye gear, and then she's clomping around in these armored mechanical boots. It's so funny. Okay. There we go. Hey. Nice. See, you can get these in shops, but they're rarer. It's the same thing, except that in addition to AC2 DR1 +20 reaction, it's also noise penalty -10, so it's great for sneaking. Oh, that's my headcanon now. Thank you for that. Yes. She's carrying it around like it's a fancy clutch, like it's a lady's fancy purse. Until somebody tries to mug her, and then she's like, "Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm sorry. There's only one thing that I can really allow you to take from me, and that's the 5 seconds worth of time it's going to cost me to kill you." Okay, here we go. We needed to come here anyway. And there's 1,200 gold as well. Ooh, good. We're almost at 40,000 gold, which is awesome. That gives us options later. And we just got a quest. There we go. King Praetor wants you to find his daughter. Now, we actually did not have sufficient persuasion or whatever to get him to spill the beans on that earlier. You may recall when we first met King Praetor, he kind of half mentioned, like, we asked, "Is there a matter with which we can assist you?" And he's like, "Well, there is something." It's like, "Well, go on. What is it?" And he's like, No, I can't. It's a matter of great sensitive nature, you know, to the kingdom, and I can't trust you enough to, I don't know you like that. I can't tell you about it. This is what it is. And so if you find her and pick up her amulet first, then she will, like, you get the quest from that. without going through him. So, yeah, very much. We just go back and be like, hey, so I found this corpse, and I think it might be our daughter. Yeah, unfortunately, that would be really cool, actually. That's some Baldur's Gate 3 shit, but the reanimator potion, I believe it does not work if you have been dead for too long. You have to be, like, recently dead. Can I not? Oh, don't tell me I have to go through the pass. Okay. Alright, I am determined. We're gonna do this. We are doing this before... before we end this stream tonight. Because it's about that time. And I mean, I've got to go back and get the other stuff from the Bangalian Deeps. But that's just treasure, and I'm going to get it. I'm going to identify it. I'm going to sell it. Y'all don't necessarily need to sit here and watch me do that. But building the mechanized arachnid? Come on. I'll tell you what you can help me with, though. If somebody would like to look it up, see if anywhere in the game there is a place where we can get a set of elite plate mail without having to make it ourselves, because I don't know if Magnus can make it. He might get that schematic later on when he levels up, but I don't know. I think there is... See, there's the machined plate mail, which you can get from the quest that gets you the automaton schematic. But what we need to make the automaton is the elite plate, not the machined plate. There's a dwarf wearing a set on the guard in one specific side quest. Well, I don't... It says elite plate. I don't know if the size matters. It might be fine if it's small. Otherwise, it has to be made. Okay. I'll have to look that up and see then. Because if we can get a set, we really only need one. Determines the size of the automaton. Okay. That actually makes sense. I don't know if you're joking or not, but that's like, it's funny either way. Like, regardless. Since we are here, I'm going to talk to this herbologist and see... Do you have anything for me? Invigorator again. Okay, well. We walked right past Cumbria, and I could have dodged in there and solved that quest, but whatever. The bell ringer, we know how to make that. Okay, so we're going to have to find a steam engine somewhere else. Right, like that definitely does make sense. Okay. Alright, that's... Actually, no, wait, come back down this way. Need to go down, Nya. I'm pretty sure, I feel like we already went into a warehouse at some point and found a steam engine, and I was like, oh, we might need one of these later, but we don't need to lug it around with us right now, and we left it. Yes. Take these 10 coins. What is this? Low Dervish Row. Right. We don't need to deal with them. Poon's Flophouse. It's not here. That's the imports place. This equipment, I think that's where we get the skulls. No, that's where we get the skulls, I think. It was like over here, I think it might be Gil Bates' warehouse. That's what it seems like, right? Like from the description, that's what it makes it feel like. It's like this, we just took this mechanized arachnid and thrust it into a suit of armor. Bates factory guard, right. Or Kadura stem. Well, I don't need that. Okay, this is perfect. Because I'm probably going to have to... Quick, while he's not looking. There we go. Everybody inside. Come on. Come on, hurry up. Okay. See, I think over here, maybe? Do not come here. They're going to come straight in this room. No, okay. Good, get out of here. I feel like over here there's a steam engine. We can steal one from old Gil. I know there's this one that we can, like, sabotage. I believe that you can have multiple automata. If I remember correctly. Here we go. Was it over here? No, that's not it. Dang it. Where am I thinking of? There is some place I know that you can reliably get steam engines. Yeah, you can have basically as many as you can make, I think, and they don't, they actually don't count against your follower limit, which is pretty cool. And I think part of the reason for that is because there's different kinds, because you've got the automaton, and I feel like there may or may not be one upgrade of the automaton that's like a secret, and then there's the arachnid, the medical arachnid, and the poisonous arachnid. So it's like, yeah, I have one of each. No, I did not go yet, because I have to go all the way around the mountains to Caledon, and also if I go to Caledon it may trigger story. So... I was hoping that there was some place that I could just, like, purchase one. So a lot of people, they'll have, kind of, call it a rare drop, so to speak. Kind of like, oh, I need to pick up that Ginkgo root. Sort of like there are, like the Sunday's Best dress. If you go to an apparel store here in Toronto, there's like a 10% chance that they'll have it. So you can manipulate the inventory by just stepping away and cycling the day. I don't know if they'll actually mind whether or not I'm in here or not, because we work for Gilbert Bates, but we're not really authorized to be there, so like, let's not chance it. Actually, here we go. We need to be back here. Bear trap, clockwork decoy, mechanized arachnid. The foreman. Which foreman? Because y'all said the foreman before. So, like a factory foreman? Or is it the guy in charge of, like, the water and power plant? Oh, Cedric. Yeah, that's kind of like what I was looking for, and I forgot which building he's in. I couldn't find him. I know he's around here somewhere. It's not this one. It's one of these locked ones. Oh, actually, wait, I walked right past. Is it this one? Maybe? Let me go check that before I wander too much further away from it. Yeah, I think that's... No, that's the power plant. That is the water and power plant. Where is... It may be this one, because that's the Panari Temple. Right, and that's right. This is right where you get off the steam rail. Do you take the tube? The tube. Here we go. Appleby Residence. Yup. This is it. Okay, let me see. I wonder if he's got one in there. Ya-da-do-da-do. What if I just came in here and like... What if I just did this? Hey. That's probably fine. Oh. That's right. Hey, actually. I'm glad I did that. That's worth taking a little damage. So, yeah, Gil Bates, right? The guy who invented the steam engine, or at least brought the technology to humanity, right? So we know that's Bill Gates. So this is Cedric Appleby, his competitor that doesn't do as well. And this is a quest item, Sword of the Darien Ka. Remember the Darien Ka is the ancient order of necromancers that the Malokian hand split off from. So yeah, exactly. You get it. I do not wish to converse with anyone, least of all a consort of Gilbert Bates. I see. Good day to you then, sir. That being the case, do I have any dynamite? That's immediately my first response. It's fine, probably. Actually, let me see. I don't know what his alignment is. Can I get away with this? Okay, yeah, I actually can't just kill him. Oh, he's got dynamite. Why? He has got 3 sets of clothing and a dress. Also the key to the Bates Mausoleum, which is interesting. But he does not have a steam engine. So... The fact that Magnus did not protest that I was attacking him implies that he's got evil alignment, which is very funny. So yeah, and I'm not seeing anything here in his shop. Yeah, that's why he's so far behind. He doesn't have a steam engine. After all, it turns out. Okay, but yeah, I think this is not working, so 1510 Hands Alley. Oh, okay, wait a minute. 1510 Hands Alley. 10 Hands Alley is, let's see, that's this right here. Is that this one? That's 32 Mulligan Bone. That's 18, so this has to be 15. Yeah. I was in here before, but it was for like a quest or whatever. Okay, sir, would you please walk around the corner so that I can have my henchman pick this lock in broad daylight? Thank you. Appreciate you. Orc City Dweller. Ah, I bet it's this guy. Yeah, asking nicely may just work.
How are you this day?
Hello. May I ask what your position is here?
I'm the foreman around here. What can I do for you, stranger?
Have anything you want to buy or sell? Ooh, goggled helmet. Hello. Thank you, good sir. You've been most helpful.
And look, this is one of those, oh, this is one of those glitches. Look, many thanks. Every time you do this, hello, you can like raise his attitude like 3 or 4 times for no reason. Probably Magnus is going to be pissed. Hey, Magnus, shut up. He does not have a steam engine. So, yeah, and we do have fate points, but, like, it's easiest in a pinch just to see whether or not if he's got one. So, he does not have one. That's alright. That's okay. We will just go back to the original plan, which is I will just manipulate the tech store. Now listen, we're going to do this. We're making this happen. Now, it's sunken cost fallacy at this point. It's like, I gotta. Oh, hey. Limited decoy, goggled helmet. The Tesla gun. We don't have that one. And the flow disruptor. Now that one I think maybe we have. I can't remember. Let me look and see. Yes, okay, we do have the flow disruptor. I thought so. That's the shield. The Tesla gun. This is one of my favorites. Oh my gosh. Behold the combination of the 2 most powerful technological disciplines in the world, the Tesla gun. A combination of the Tesla rod and the looking glass rifle, the Tesla gun is able to fire raw bolts of electricity both further and more accurately than any weapon to date. Absolutely phenomenal. It's literally a lightning rifle. It's a laser gun. It's a laser rifle. And it's incredible, and we do love it. Also, Tesla confirmed. Tesla confirmed for Arcanum. Ooh, there's the medical arachnid. Hey, that's another found schematic that we need. This is the other one I was talking about. See, worth it. No, make it longer. Here we go. So check this out. There. In need of a technological ally with the healing power of the greatest Tulan mages, look no further than the medical arachnid. By combining the mechanized arachnid and the wonder drug, you get a caring companion without the inevitable fuss and bother of a sniveling mage. Staying healthy has never been easier or more enjoyable. And of course we can make this. See, this medical arachnid I feel like is the height of this build, because you chose machinistry or mechanical engineering, and the mechanical arachnid is the top of that, and then you combine that with herbology and you get the medical arachnid. So she has a mechanical assistant. There it is. There it is, folks. We got there. We got there. All right. Ta-da! Okay. Now, I want of you to let me see Sog's inventory, because I think he's got the large gears. There we go. Awesome. Okay, now, Trance. I'm going to let you pick. I'm going to go ahead and do this right here. We're going to make the mechanical arachnid. Boom. See, it folds up in this compact form here, which we love that. Now, since we have the medical arachnid, like schematic, do you want to go ahead and make one of those? Do you want to upgrade it, or do you want to leave it as the mechanized arachnid? For our first one, because of course we can get more steam engines, and so that means we could have one of each. But because if I remember correctly, the medical arachnid, like, it doesn't just heal, it will also still attack. It just heals too. So I think it's like the regular mechanized arachnid plus also healing. But I mean, hey, this was supposed to be a support build, right? So And then maybe our next goal should be to find that elite plate so that we can make an automaton. Medical arachnid. All right, medical arachnid it is. Wonder drug. We have wonder drug. We have it here. It is right there. Oh, wait a minute. I bet it's saying that we don't have... Yeah, it's 50. Okay. Because we can't make the wonder drug. Oh, no, so we have to level up. Yes, they do. Yes, they protect, they attack. These spiders have our back. Okay, well... Boop. I love how it fits down here. And it's just like, oh, it saves so much inventory space. There, that's a quest item. We need to take that back. Okay, well, we got what we needed, so we're going to have to level up before we can upgrade it again. So I guess that means we know what we need to do, right? The next couple of levels up, since we maxed out mechanical engineering, now we need to finish out on our biology. So that makes sense. So we can focus on that. And, oh, and you know something else? Actually, we maxed out our intelligence and then never did this either. Let me... Okay, let's do this again. And then... Once again, I want of you to be sod. Ancient gun chassis. And then we need... mithril sheet. We can clear up a bunch of inventory space right now by doing this, I think. We just need gunsmithing. Let's hold that, and that should be enough. Gunsmithing. We may, actually, but that's why we bought these books. So that's what we're about to do right here. Like, see this? That's Drox Warbringer. Here we go, Bronwick's gun. See? With the help of those books. Here we go. Ta-da! 420, baby. Time to work on herbology. Oh, goodness. But yeah, so Bronwick's gun, which I believe is the best gun in the game, except for maybe Drox Warbringer. Okay, so now we'll give him these back. And even give him that as well. Did I give him anything else to hold? No. Okay. You've still got all of that, so you're good. So we need another mithril sheet. We've got 2 more ancient gun chassis. But I also... You know, it's like we have to have those for Drox Warbringer, and then we have these as well. So, large bore Vendigrothian rifle. We have... In order to do this, we need 1 more book, because each book gives you an amount of like expertise in that stat equal to your intelligence score. So 3 of them is going to give us 60. So yeah, that's the thing. It's like Drox Warbringer is the best gun in the game that actually fires bullets, I believe, but Bronwick's is easier to make, and then you get access to it earlier because of course Drox Warbringer's schematic is buried in Vendigroth, and we weren't supposed to be there and get it when we did. And Bronwick's gun you find, I think, on Shades Beach with the crashed submarine, and they give you most of the stuff to make it like right there as well. That's where you find the first ancient gun chassis, so it's not a big deal. There we go. But anyway, so that's just a demonstration. And here we go. We'll go ahead and deploy. Boom. You throw it like a Pokemon. Mechanized Arachnid, I choose you. The only problem with the Arachnids is that, as you'll see right here, it's like Magnus moves a little faster than they do. Of course, I think his encumbrance has gone down too. But like, see, look. They're actually quite good, like, in close combat. But in terms of following you around, they're kind of slow and pathetic, versus the automatons are very quick. You get 2 or 3 of those and you can just tear through most stuff that's in the game. So, okay, I guess we know what we're doing next time then. I'm going to go back up to the Bangalian Deeps and get the rest of that treasure that we left behind. And I'm going to take it and sell it. And then next time that we play, which is going to be next Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, it's New York and Miami time here in the U.S., we're going to focus on herbology so that we can get a medical arachnid, because that is going to be very useful. Yeah, you, you should be able to just chuck Magnus. And we can buy more smithy tomes if we need to in order to make the automaton, which is what we really want, because they are fast and powerful. Yeah, nobody tosses a dwarf. Thank you. I'm so glad somebody said that. Toss me, says Magnus. Oh, hey, Kadura stem. Well, we have plenty of that. I need Ginkgo root. There, you lads have fun. Go for it. Nice, Virgil. Very well done. Kicking ass. And we're going to do that, and then we need to go find that elite plate. I have to look that quest up because I kind of remember what you're talking about. But the elite plate actually, let me see, is it under smithing? Yeah, okay, that's the very top tier smithy BS. What can you make? Oh, that's mechanical. I need smithing. Okay, so pure ore, balanced sword. He's up to featherweight axe. I don't remember if he ever actually gets to the point where he gets all the way up here. Like, if you level him up high enough, I don't know if he unlocks elite plate mail. If that's the case, we need to level him up and actually get him to where, because he does mechanical and smithy. We need to level him up to the point where he unlocks the elite plate mail, and then he can make it for us. But I don't know at what level he gets that, if indeed he gets it at all. So that's a bit of a gamble. But also, since I am using the mod, I need to check, like y'all mentioned, and see if there's that educator's handbook or whatever that will level everybody else up to, like, match our level. Because if I can get one of those, or a couple of those, that would be really useful for Magnus and Sog. Oh, okay, right. Yes. And we can do that too. So yeah, if you put points in the repair skill and that kind of thing, there's ways around it. So, but we'll get there. One way or the other, we will get there. But we will start getting there next Saturday. I'll have more Arcanum for you then, and I hope that you will join me. Thank you again so much for the gift subs and the resubs tonight and the follows and all of that. Y'all really do spoil me. And I love you for it. I do appreciate it. We are very lucky to have the wonderful little community that we have. And I'm glad that y'all are a part of it. So whether you are watching from Germany or from the UK or from Australia or from here in the US or wherever else we have followers, there's no room for that item. Okay. It is definitely much appreciated. And don't forget, too, that after you have followed and liked the video and joined our Patreon and subscribed on YouTube and left a comment and all that other stuff that I have to say, I will be back. You don't have to wait too long for more videos. I'll be back on Monday with more Wasteland 2. I'm very excited about that. Of course, our Pokemon Challenge run continues on Thursday. And then the following Monday, we may be starting a little bit late. I think I said this before, so if we don't start at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the dot on April 29th, don't panic. We will still be streaming. We just may start late. But Pixel will be rejoining us for more Baroque. So hopefully I'll see you for some of those. If I'm lucky, I will see you for all of those. But either way, I am grateful for the privilege of your time tonight. Thank you for playing a little Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura with me. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, as always, thanks for playing. Oh, Lord, and I'm going to have to... Here. Hold this. No, but not like that. Not like that. Oh, God.